Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the Bitcoin price is bouncing from this extremely important level of support, and at the same time we are now one step closer to potentially confirming this massive bullish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin chart, which is an extremely rare signal. More on that later in the video, so definitely stick around. First of all, just giving you a really quick update on the daily Bitcoin chart, and obviously the larger trend at play here is still technically a bearish trend, with this bearish signal still playing out. But once again, like I've been saying over the last few days, I mostly expect choppy sideways price action on the daily time frame, due to the fact that we most commonly see that type of price action after a volatile move to the downside, and also after we see the daily Bitcoin RSI enter into oversold territories like we saw back here just before a lot of sideways price action, and back here during June, just before we saw a lot of choppy sideways price action. And as for potential support and resistance levels to watch out for here on the daily time frame in this potential choppy sideways price range, taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, I'll be looking at this level as resistance, sitting at around 17.6k approximately, and that is of course based on this previous June low. And as for support on the daily time frame, I'd mainly be paying attention to this local low right here, which is sitting at roughly around 15,500. And now, if you want to know how to easily profit from this choppy sideways price action that we're seeing at the moment on the daily time frame, then stick around to the end of this video to find out more. But anyway, zooming into the shorter term, taking a look at the 2-hour Bitcoin chart, and right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is potentially about to invalidate this previous break to the downside from this symmetrical triangle pattern. And now you could argue that this is already the case as of recording this video. If you extend this previous descending line of resistance, you can see that the price of Bitcoin has clearly broken back above this previous descending line of resistance in the short term, at least at the time of recording this video. But as of right now, there's still some short-term horizontal resistance sitting right around here. And considering this is basically at the same level where the price of Bitcoin initially broke to the downside for this previous symmetrical triangle pattern, I would now be focusing on this short-term horizontal line of resistance, which is sitting at roughly around 16.9k to 17k. And basically, if the price of Bitcoin confirms a break back above that level with at least some candle closes, but ideally if we could flip 17k into new support again, then something like that will fully invalidate this previous break to the downside for this symmetrical triangle pattern. And now, why did the Bitcoin price see a bounce just here in the short term? And well, a potential reason as to why that happened is if you zoom out to the weekly Bitcoin chart. Once again, as I've been talking about over the last few days, we have a lot of support at this 50% retracement level, sitting at around 16.3k, which is pretty much exactly where we saw the weekly candle close, and now this short-term bounce from this exact level of support in terms of the weekly candle closes. And so obviously, at least just in the short term, this is a good sign for the price of Bitcoin that we are finding some support at this level instead of obviously just breaking straight through it. And now, considering the fact that over the last one day we've seen a weekly candle close, this means that we have now confirmed lower lows in the Bitcoin price action in terms of the weekly candle closes. And as of right now, if you're looking at the weekly Bitcoin RSI, this is currently sitting in higher lows, although at the time of recording this video, we haven't yet confirmed the higher low in place in the weekly Bitcoin RSI. But compared to this time yesterday, we're technically one step closer to potentially confirming this massive bullish divergence, considering we have now confirmed once again a lower low in the candle closes on the weekly time frame. But in order to fully confirm this massive bullish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin chart, we need to see this weekly candle close in the green. And so basically in around 6.5 days from now, if the price of Bitcoin is above around 16.4k approximately, then technically speaking, that will confirm this massive bullish divergence on the weekly Bitcoin chart, which is an extremely rare signal for this time frame. We very rarely see a bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. And obviously, moving forward, as we get closer to potentially confirming this massive bullish divergence, I'll be sure to keep you updated in these videos each day, and also in real time over on my Twitter, link down below. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the the daily ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, the price of ETH is basically playing out a perfect retest from this golden pocket level of support, which is really a price range coming into play in between around 1180 up to around 1210. And so once again, as I've mentioned in recent videos here on the channel, that is the short-term range of support that I'm paying attention to right now for the price of ETH. And technically speaking, it's at least a short-term bullish signal, seeing a rebound, seeing basically a retest from this support level, because we're basically reconfirming this level as new support again. And the last time we actually saw this in the price of ETH along this same golden pocket level of support was all the way back here during late September and early October. During this price range, we saw a lot of support around this golden pocket. But technically speaking, in order to actually confirm this retest from the golden pocket, we still need to see this daily candle close in the green. And if that ends up happening, then we could see a continued rebound up towards the next level of resistance, which I'll mention in just a moment. But as of right now, as I've been talking about over the last few days, once again, the most likely scenario on the daily time frame is most likely going to be some choppy sideways price action, which is what we usually see after a volatile move to the downside, mostly sideways price action. And as for resistance levels, looking at this daily ETH to US dollar chart, we still have some resistance at around 1350 to 1360 approximately, and anything above that level, then I would expect resistance up towards around 1480 and around 1.6k. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto when the price is simply chopping around sideways like it is at the moment, then make sure to check out the video popping up in the bottom left of your screen right now, because that video once again shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. And in case you're wondering, the video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is trending up or down. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.